Hi, I'm Peter Brown, author and illustrator of several children's picture books, including The Curious Garden and my new book, Children Make Terrible Pets. And here I am in my studio where I work on the books. So this is where I write and draw and paint and do all the work that goes into making my books. Right now I'm just getting ready to go into Manhattan because I have an interview with the Children's Book of the Month Club. So let's go.
Good afternoon.
Hi, I'm Peter Brown for Jack Fisher.
Okay, one moment, please. Mr. Fisher, Mr. Brown here to see you. He'll be right up.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Hi, I'm Jack Fisher.
Hello, Mr. Fisher. It's nice to meet you.
Follow me.
Okay.
Do you have a garden?
Do I have a garden? I have 3 plants on a windowsill. Does that count
Yeah.
as a garden? I have a very small garden, yes I do.
What do you like about gardens?
Gardens. Well, I really like gardens that have tasty vegetables in them, because I have a thing for tasty vegetables.
You mean like just like enough flowers, just so you like
I like vegetable gardens, and I like flower gardens too, because they usually have butterflies and ladybugs and
Yeah.
worms. I like worms. I don't like eating worms like I like eating vegetables, but I like seeing worms. Sorry if that's weird, but I like worms.
Why did you start making picture books when you were my age?
Well, I've always liked to draw and write. Do you like to draw pictures at all?
A little bit.
Yeah. I don't know why I like to draw, but I've just always liked to draw. And so when I was
don't
6...
really like to draw. I usually like to draw with scissors and tape and like that.
Oh, like arts and crafts and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's great. So when I was your age, I liked doing the same kind of thing. And I also liked writing stories. I liked using words and having fun with words. And so I just, I started with a book called... My very first book that I ever made is called The Adventure of Me and My Dog Buffy.
Yeah, I saw that online also.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So when I was your age, I had a real dog named Buffy. And one day Buffy ran away, and my family and I walked all through the neighborhood, calling out his name, looking for him everywhere,
And then you found him again?
No, we didn't find him. And so when I went to sleep that night, I had no idea where my dog was. And as you can imagine, I was a little upset. I didn't sleep very well that night, but fortunately, when I woke up the next morning, Buffy was sitting on the front porch, and he was drooling all over the place, and he was hungry for breakfast. So I knew everything was fine, but then I was like upset. So my mom, who's a creative person, she helped me make this book about me and my dog spending a night away from home. So that was the inspiration for the very first book that I ever made.
Okay. What's your next book going to be about? Which I already know.
You mean my next book, this book?
Yeah.
You want me to tell, or do you want to tell me what it's about? You seem to know more about it than I do.
That's because I read it like 2 times.
Oh.
Or 3.
You read it 3 times?
Yeah.
Whoa. Nice. Yeah. This is my next book, Children Make Terrible Pets.
Mhm.
And it is about a bear named Lucy who goes out into the woods one day and she's twirling around when she suddenly feels like she's being watched.
No,
And
she knows she is.
She knows she is. And who is it? Who's watching her?
Like a little kid.
Yeah, a little boy. And she thinks that he's the cutest thing she's ever seen in her whole life. So she picks him up and she takes him home to Mom. And she says, "Mom, look what I found outside." And so she eventually gets to have a pet boy.
Mm-hmm.
And at first it's fun, but eventually, of course,
Not.
he starts causing problems. And by the end of the book, Lucy learns a very valuable lesson. Do you know what that lesson is?
Children do make terrible pets.
Children really do make terrible pets. So that's my next book. So, Mr. Fisher, do you think that you would make a terrible pet?
No.
You don't think you'd make a terrible? You think you'd make a good pet? Why?
Because I usually never get in trouble.
Because you don't get in trouble. But let's say that you were a pet and somebody wanted to take you for a walk and they put you on a leash. Do you think that maybe eventually you
Yeah.
would start acting up?
Yes.
Yeah. And then maybe you'd get sick of eating food out of a bowl on the floor.
No, but like that.
You'd like that? Okay. Yeah, I can see the appeal.
Yeah, because I usually eat that.
You usually eat off the floor?
No.
No.
I eat off the table and I just like put my mouth in.
No utensils. You just go face first into your food.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, maybe you would make a good pet. That's interesting. Maybe I should make another book called
One.
Jack Fisher Makes a Great Pet. So, Mr. Fisher, I have one last question for you. What do you think my next book should be about?
I think it should be about like with that same kid, and there's like a little muskrat, and he keeps on playing tricks on him,
Whoa.
and it keeps on playing tricks on him. Like he goes into his house, and then a lot of like tools of like a bag of tools start falling on him.
This is brilliant. A muskrat? Not a rat, a muskrat.
Yeah.
That's great. I love that's I don't believe that there's any muskrat in children's books right now. So that'd be a great character.
And like when he walks, he made a really big hole, and then he just fell in it, and then he put a whole bunch of words in it.
Well, I have to say
And then the muskrat whenever he opened his mouth, he scored a worm in it.
Whoa. All right. Have you already written this book?
Nope.
I think maybe you need to make this book. I couldn't live with myself if I took credit for that story, because you've clearly put a lot of thought into this. So I think maybe you should try to make a book about a muskrat and a boy. So when is this book going to come out?
I have no idea.
All right. Well, you work on it, okay? And when that book is in stores, you let me know, and we'll do this again, and I'll interview you, and I'll ask you a bunch of questions about your book, okay?
Should I just write it down for you?
You should write it down for you. Yes.
How could I make it?
You know how to draw.
I know, but it's not like a thing like I can't like draw like that or anything.
Well, maybe not yet, but someday. I wasn't drawing like this when I was
I know.
6. Mr. Fisher, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.